Hi, my name is Jose. I'm the author of Microservice APIs with Python. I'm writing this book to give you a one-stop guide for learning how to design and build microservices and to drive their integrations with APIs. Over the past few years, I've worked with many different companies, helping them to adopt microservices and APIs. Over the course of this journey, I've become acquainted with some of the most common questions people have when working with microservices and APIs. I address many of those questions. Questions such as, how do you decompose a platform into microservices? How do you design and build a microservice API? How do you design your API schemas? How do you validate your request payloads and your responses? What are the most appropriate status codes for each API response? How big should your microservices be? How many of your service capabilities should you expose through your API? How do you build secure APIs? And how do you add robust authentication methods to the API? How do you test and validate your APIs? In this book, I address all of these questions and more. You will also learn to apply strategic domain-driven design to decompose your platform into services. You will learn to build your services with loosely coupled components. You will learn about hexagonal architecture and how to apply it to your Python projects. You will learn useful patterns that will help you keep your code maintainable and readable. Patterns such as the repository pattern or the unit of work pattern. You will also learn how to implement those patterns in a Pythonic way. You will learn how to add a data access layer to your application using an object relational mapper such as SQL Alchemy, and you will also learn how to manage database migrations using Alembic. In the book, I provide specific examples of how to build and design a REST API and a GraphQL API. You will learn best practices to build and design your APIs using OpenAPI, formerly known as Swatter, to design your REST APIs, and the schema definition language to design your GraphQL APIs. You will also learn to deploy your microservice APIs with Kubernetes to the AWS platform. Something I want to emphasize is this book is very practical. It contains a fair amount of theory, but just what you need to learn how to design and build your microservices and your APIs. Everything else is driven by code. The code for this book is publicly available in my personal GitHub account, and I encourage you to check it out if you want to see the kind of code that you will be writing as you go along with examples in this book. I've put a lot of effort into writing this book to try and make it the most enjoyable experience you can have learning to work with microservices and APIs. I truly hope you find it useful and enjoyable. Thank you.